What's going on, everyone? Designedcoma here. Welcome back. And the gameplay you're watching is me playing some Hardpoint and Black Ops 3 using my Kuda. Yeah, it's a great weapon. It's a lot of fun. Originally, I was going to talk about the Kuda in this video, but instead, I'm going to talk about something else. It's something I've kind of been wanting to talk about for a while, actually. Well, more like a few days, to be honest with you. But I've been, doing different videos instead of, talking about this one. I've kind of been putting it off for a little bit. So, first of all, I kind of want to say that, I do want to say that, my heart goes out to France. It's definitely a crappy situation for them, and it's really no fun. It just stinks. It's a crazy world we live in. So yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to those people over there in France. I wish there was obviously more I could do, but unfortunately, without me going there, being there, it's kind of the gist of it. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm one of those people that can just hope and pray that they pull through and everybody's able to move on with their lives. So what else we got for the video? Well, I'm gonna kind of talk about fast food workers. Why am I going to talk about fast food workers? Well, I've been in a lot of discussions on my Facebook page, with some family, with some of their friends, and it's kind of hard to get people to kind of understand what's going on. A lot of my family basically are in the situation of, well, they're just fast food workers. All they do is make burgers. They don't deserve $15 an hour. And the pictures that are always put together on Facebook is, you've got the fast food worker, and then you've got a picture of a paramedic or a police officer or a fireman. Now, don't get me wrong. I truly believe that, firemen, policemen, airline pilots, paramedics are certainly underpaid, hourly. I firmly believe they are. I do think they deserve more for the work they do, the line of work they do. I mean, they put their lives on the line for me and you, So, trust me, it's not that I don't think they don't deserve more, because I do believe they do. But what it really comes down to is, if something needs to change, if you say nothing, nothing will ever change. Now, in the days, I don't know how it is in other states, but I do know here in Michigan, when it comes to the fast food restaurants here in Michigan, I can tell you right now, they are predominantly run by adults. You see very few teenagers in the fast food restaurants here in Michigan. It used to be the summer job. I mean, my first job was working at Taco Bell. Alright? Now, I only worked at Taco Bell for 2 weeks because, to be honest with you, fast food work just stinks. It wasn't a job I was going to be good at by any means. So, I got out before I got fired. And I went into working on cars. So, what I did there is I decided this job isn't for me. I need to make a change. So I changed jobs. I found something I enjoyed, and I went and did that. Now, that's not saying that these people can do that. They can, for sure. But at the same time, if they say nothing, nothing will change. Now, we also have to keep in mind, when we see the picture of a fast food worker stuck next to a paramedic or a policeman or a fireman, we have to keep in mind that those people have, especially if they're unionized, not all paramedics are unionized, but those that are, when it comes to police and fire and things like that, those jobs, most of them are union. You have to keep in mind that they have pensions. Most of their health care is taken care of, things like that. So their whole, when you really put it all together, they do make, a decent amount of money. Now, as I said, I'm not saying they don't deserve more for the line of work they do, because just trust me, being a police officer is not an easy job, or a fireman. Those are hard jobs. I mean, you have got to really be the type of person that can run into a fiery building, that's on fire, that's burning. It's not just a job for anybody. So my point is, if you say nothing, nothing will change. And yes, their benefit package and everything as a whole it basically blows a fast food worker out of the water, because their benefits, when it comes to just unless you're into the managerial part of working at McDonald's or something, or in the management program, even they don't make much money, but the benefits are a little bit better. And there's really not, in terms of benefits, there's really not anything that great in terms of the benefit side of things when it comes to working at fast food places. So again, if you say nothing, nothing will change. So recently we had like 200 workers who decided they weren't gonna, they protested and weren't gonna work, and a lot of the fast food places were closed, which I don't really frequent fast food all that much because it's just not good for you. But I do have kids, so once in a while we end up there. Now, a couple of highlights from this article that I'm going to share in the description is these walkouts marked the workers' largest show of force in 3 years since they launched a series of rallies to call for higher pay and the right to unionize. Let's see, something else here is the National Restaurant Association says a $15 base would force employers to replace workers with technology such as touchscreen ordering tablets. It says about 90% of restaurants are small businesses, and they do lack deep pockets. $15 is too far, too fast. Some other interesting comments, some other interesting points in this article is Hillary Clinton says she supports a $12 federal pay floor. Bernie Sanders, Martin O'Malley favor $15 minimum. They cite the issue as key to closing the widening gap between rich and poor. And then there's a recent survey by the National Employment Law Project found that most unregistered voters would sign up, and registered voters would be more likely to vote if a candidate backs a $15 an hour wage. So I can guarantee you we haven't heard the last of this. This is something we're going to hear for a long time. But as I said before, if you say nothing, nothing will change. If you take auto workers for example, when they first started to rally for higher wages, safer working conditions, and things like that, I mean, those were brutal days for those people. And they could have just walked away. They could have said, "The heck with everything. We're not going to do nothing. We're done." But instead, they stuck to their guns and they fought for better conditions, better pay, health care, things of that nature. Now, I'm not saying that what fast food people do is in comparison to what auto workers do in terms of the type of work. But, as I said, if you say nothing, nothing will change. If auto workers never said anything, never did a thing, where would where would the pay be? Where would their safety be? Where would the insurance be? Things of that nature, And it's no different for any of the other jobs that are unionized these days. Now, I'm not saying they need a union. What I'm saying is, if you say nothing or do nothing, nothing will change. So, what is it that I feel that everybody deserves? Well, here's what I think everybody deserves. I get all the comments that these people are bleep, 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 this, that, they don't deserve it, this and that. A lot of people said the same thing about auto workers, and they still to this day say auto workers don't deserve what they get. So what do I think everybody deserves? Everybody deserves a fair, livable wage. That's what I think everybody deserves. I'm not saying you gotta unionize for it, but I think everybody deserves a livable wage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, favorite, and subscribe, and definitely share your comments. I'm interested to hear what you think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.